Hello to all the viewers. Welcome. So, finally, NEET PG exam date, tentatively at least, has been announced. It is on August 30th. And, I'm sure that it must be a mix of emotions for the crowd listening to us. Some of you uh, might be a bit disappointed thinking that the exam date is delayed. Some of you, opportunity to learn more and probably are seeing it as an opportunity. And for many of you, at least there is a relief that the exam date is out. Whether it is delayed or early or whatever, there is a date now in front of you. So let's actually hear the first insights from our dear pediatrics faculty, Dr. Sandeep sir. Sir, your first impressions on this date announcement.
Good evening, Dr. Rahul. Good evening, everyone who's listening to this. My view on this is very simple. Can you do anything about the date? The answer is no. Can you take it in a positive way and make it work to your advantage? The answer is yes. And how do we do that? By replanning, reshifting your strategy, because now you get bonus time. Let me tell you, this extra time that many of you have got, there are two ways you can look at it. Number one, some of you will be like, getting relaxed a bit. Okay, I have more time. The more time you get, the more time you waste also. That's human tendency. I'm quite sure I have also done that. And Dr. Rahul has also done that. And we still do it. But we are not supposed to give the exams anymore. You people are supposed to sit in a competitive exam. Second way of looking at it is you get additional time. So how to actually target and make use of this, and talking about it and taking it in a positive way. What are the way forward and what are the things we can do? That is why we are connecting with all of you live today itself. So I'd like to start with Dr. Rahul first. Dr. Rahul, I am a student. Originally, my idea was exam will be in June or July. Now I get additional 2 to 3 months. What should be my way forward?
Sir, I'd like to address this particular question, for the student crowd, taking them into categories. So first, those of you who are listening to us, you were preparing seriously for INI-CET itself as your first target. In your case, nothing changes. Just stick to your schedule and whatever was being planned, please go ahead like that. No change, absolutely. Plan for INI-CET itself. Now, for the next category of students who were the confused lot, you were preparing seriously, and maybe by Feb, you were planning to finish the portions. Now, you were a bit confused. March, April, should I prepare for INI-CET? Should I focus more on INI-CET PYQs and PYTs? Or will that sort of a preparation affect my chances for NEET PG if the exam is going to happen maybe in, say, June or July? But for those category of students, you have to go for INI-CET, because till the INI-CET exam, for those of you who are finishing the portions by around Feb, I think in the month of March, April, once you finish your portions in Feb, do 2 good rounds of revision and go for a full-fledged attempt for the INI-CET May exam, because INI-CET is a more predictable exam. Maybe in the month of March and April, you can stick around the INI-CET PYTs and PYQs mostly. Yes, you will have to go to NEET PG, PYQ, PYT also, but a bit more inclined towards the INI-CET PYQs and PYTs. I think those category of students, I think, you have now got a clarity. Yes, I can go for INI-CET full-fledged. In case I don't get it, it's going to give me a momentum moving forwards to the upcoming NEET PG as well as November INI. This is what I would like to address to those category of students. And for those of you who have started late, maybe in the month of December, Jan, or even you are planning to start right now, for you, yes, the path ahead is clear. You are going to prepare for the NEET PG exam. I think for you, there is a boon. I think the exam date is giving you a window for a solid round of preparation and maybe for a couple of good rounds of revision as well. But having said that, whenever NEET PG delays have happened in the past, which many of the time has happened, it has affected the momentum of many of the students. Initial news, you might think, okay, the exam is going to happen in 30th August. I think, we have got some time, but many a times what happens is this might backfire. This might affect your momentum. This might bring in a sense of complacency. You might be a bit more relaxed, but please do not do that. If you are decently prepared, we would all suggest to you, give a good fair shot at INI-CET. Let that not affect your momentum. Now, if you learned 10 hours yesterday, from today onwards, let that not go below 10. You keep it 11, 12 like that. It should be on the increase. And this is not the time to go for a trip or something, thinking that, okay, now it's the time to relax. Because understand that, this is a competitive exam. So many students are preparing. For some of you, it might be an opportunity, but please make sure that you do not actually lose your momentum and you end up on the wrong side of the path ahead for NEET PG. So these are my inputs that I would like to give to candidates. Sandeep sir, your inputs.
So similar to what you said, I'll just rephrase it in a different way. Students who are listening to it, you can Google a thing known as Parkinson's law. No, I'm not talking about Parkinson disease. I'm talking about Parkinson law. Parkinson law says that time constricts and dilates according to your mindset related to the work. What basically it says is, suppose I have 2 hours of, I have 10 hours available to me and a work which can be finished in 2 hours. I will never finish it in 2 hours. I will stretch it over 10 hours. This is the problem that students will face. What will happen to many of you is, and this happens every year, what some students will start thinking is, oh, I have now 6 7 months additional, to go before the exam. You will start taking it too easily. Instead of trying to fit in one extra revision, you will stretch out your one reading over 5 or 6 months. And then now you are into June or July, and now you feel your even first reading has just been over and no revision has started. Now there is no going back. So this is where the role of INI-CET comes into play. If you were already a serious INI-CET aspirant, obviously you have to continue the way you are preparing. For those of you who were initially only targeting NEET PG and were thinking, okay, we will think about INI-CET, I would say think seriously about INI-CET. Why am I saying so is because INI-CET you still have, we are in January right now, right? So February, March, April, and 1 week of January itself, and a few days of May also that is available to you. So roughly you have 3 months plus available to you. If you have any pending subject which you have not touched upon, do it properly. Don't go for revision videos, go for regular, proper videos at this moment. Of course, for INI-CET, you can pick the topics and focus on the topics because it is a very, topic intensive exam. Secondly, I will try to finish off at least one reading with PYQs of 2021 to 2025 of both INI-CET and NEET PG in this manner. What it will do is, because you have a deadline in mind that, I have to sit in INI-CET, you will be able to finish the syllabus on time. Remember, it is the number of revisions which decides your success, not the quality of revision. I repeat, it is the number of revision, not the quality of revision. So somebody does a very detailed reading but does no revision versus somebody who does 3 readings in this 6 month, 7 month, 8 month gap, the second person will have a much better success ratio. So utilize it as soon as INI-CET is over. Once the results come out, best case scenario, you get a seat of your choice. Worst case scenario, you have at least finished one reading. You have finished most of the PYQs and PYTs, and you have an idea ki what are the areas I'm lagging in. Now you can pick and choose those areas, those detailed videos, those quick revision programs, those rapid revisions, and focus on your deficiency. In other words, utilize this time, keeping INI-CET as the boundary by which your first reading should be done. Rahul sir.
Right. Right. And also to all my dear students of Doc Tutorials online live batch, students who are following the pre-recorded classes and also our face-to-face batch students, make sure you give the daily test in the doc tutorials app. It is just to give you that daily momentum and the daily push. We have got 3 tests happening, one in the morning session, one in the afternoon. The afternoon one is a PYQ based one, which is open to all. Then there is a night test as well. Now, these small tests, will actually push you. These are just 10 MCQ exams, but this will give you the momentum and, to have that push daily. And again, you can just make comparisons as well on how you are performing. Are you doing daily consistently well? So this is what, we would like to tell you. Now, just to summarize this little conversation that I had with Sandeep sir, to all my dear students, it is your duty to convert this date into an opportunity. And please, 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 we have been teaching students for many years. We have seen students getting distracted. And do not think that, these many months are a lot of time. When I joined my medicine post graduation, I was thinking, well, 3 years to learn medicine. I think I'm going to read Harrison at least 10, 20 times. That never happened. Even the day before the medicine exam, I was stressed, tensed. The same happened during my DM. Neurology for 3 years. I think, I'm just going to just digest the entire neurology. I had the same nervousness before the neurology DM exam as well. Just to tell you this, that you have got 19 subjects. Just as Sandeep sir said, I tell you the crux of the discussion. Increase the number of revisions. That is what Sandeep sir is telling you. It's not about, sitting with the subject for many long hours. Increase the number of revisions. So for students who were thinking that the exam might have been in June, it is just an opportunity for you to give additional couple of rounds of revision. That is what we are trying to tell you. And for the late starters, an opportunity to have a decent hit at the NEET PG exams as well. Now, for all our dear students, you stay updated in this YouTube channel because I'm getting a lot of queries from students, sir. What are you planning for this INI-CET exam? Is there some sort of test and discussion, or how is the CPR being planned? We will be coming up with detailed structured videos. Our other faculties also will be coming live. So please stay tuned to this YouTube channel. In the coming few days itself, we'll be giving you a proper structured plan on how to prepare for the exam. So that is it. That's what we want to give all of you as insights. Let's go full-fledged with all our energy for the INI-CET first, then for the NEET PG exam. From the doc tutorial side, we are actually wishing you good luck for the exam. Sandeep sir, I think, students should not relax, but take it as an opportunity, right?
Absolutely, sir. See, there is an opportunity that you are getting. I'll just give you an example. Like there are some messages also coming. So I'll just give you an example. Suppose I am a student and I was targeting NEET PG in June or July. I am done with 14 or 15 subjects, but that also I have done superficially. 3 or 4 of my subjects are pending. So what am I going to do? I will write down from tomorrow, I will start preparing. My target is by 1st May, I should finish one reading. In that one reading, what I will do is the subjects that I have done, the 14, 15 subjects I have done already, even if they are sketchy, I will pick the topics, high yielding topics, which are common to NEET PG and INI-CET, start doing them along with the PYQs. So 60 to 70% of my day will be devoted towards that. Remaining 3 or 4 subjects which are pending, I will make a plan so that daily 2 to 3 hours, I'm giving 2 regular videos or regular content or live program or something like whatever source that you are having to finish off over the next 2 months. So that in the month of April, you can have a look at, one cycle of revision is happening and you can have a look at those 3 or 4 subjects once again before you sit in the exam, and then you sit in INI-CET. Lady luck shines upon you. Maybe you get a very good rank, better than expected in INI-CET. After the exam is over, you take a break for a couple of days, analyze. Okay, I did one reading. What were the areas which were lacking? What did the INI-CET exam show me? Now you start working on deficiencies. My advice to you, do not start a ultra short revision program, including, I would not take any names. I would say even if doc tutorials, or we ourselves are giving it to you, do not start in the next 1 month. This is the time you can actually focus on a weak area, build upon it, and once the INI-CET exam is over, or 1 month before INI-CET, you shift the gears and move towards a very short, ultra short revision program kind of a thing. And for those who feel that you have done touched upon the major subjects already, consider one test and discussion, test and evaluation kind of a program. Like we have a Lakshya plan which is coming up. In Lakshya plan, we are going to have a theory discussion on day one. I'll give you an example. 6 hours of theory discussion of pediatrics, day one. Day two, you have a test created by myself. Day three, I come and I discuss the test that you had given the last days. So what I do is, you 3 days are given to pediatrics, but in these 3 days, you are getting a test and discussion. You are solving questions which are created by the faculty, and you are also getting those 6 to 8 hours of discussion of the important points in a workbook format. So whatever preparation you have done, if you just rotate it through 19 subject, you have a very, very strong chance of increasing that accuracy. So my advice to you, utilize it properly. Consider INI-CET seriously. If not, at least use it as a milestone by which you have to finish one reading. Number three, ultra short revision program can be done later, maybe 1 month before the exam, or for NEET PG, they can be done in May, June, and July. For now, focus on your deficiencies. And last but not the least, start solving MCQs. A good quality test and discussion kind of program will be more beneficial, and retrospective reading of the topics you have already done. So
Right.
that's my take. Rahul, sir, any last minute advice to the students?
I think,
Anything to add?
sir, you've beautifully summarized, and I think, this is what we want to give you as inputs at doc tutorials. So any queries you have got, you can just ask in the chat box or maybe in the comment section as well. We can reply to you later as well. So that's it. We have given you the insights, and stay tuned to this channel for more such videos to help you plan for your exam preparation. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.